Actually, that's an interesting question, an important question. I think, and my Lutheran friends will not agree with me, but I still think I'm right. I think we could distinguish Luther's view of baptism from later Lutheran view of baptism. Lutherans want to say, later confessional Lutherans say, that baptism regenerates. And therefore, an infant who receives baptism receives in the water of baptism regenerating grace. Now that creates certain pastoral problems for them because it means that regenerating grace, in the case of some, is lost, or at least is not finally efficacious. I am not persuaded that that's what Luther actually taught. As I say, that's an issue we could have debate over. Luther certainly wanted to stress the importance of baptism and the promises that God makes in baptism and the reliability of God's promises in baptism. But if you read the old Dutch Reformed baptismal form, which was written in the 16th century, it too is very strong on the promises that God has made in baptism and the reliability of God to his promises. So much so that sometimes some Presbyterians, when they hear that form read, they think it teaches baptismal regeneration. But it doesn't. It teaches that baptism comes to everyone baptized with the strong promise of God that God will save everyone who receives the promises of baptism in faith. And I think that's very much what Luther said as well. So don't give my Lutheran friends my cell phone number. But I think when you read Luther, for example, his large catechism on baptism, I don't think there's a word in there that we don't agree with. We should really exalt baptism as a great comfort and help and encouragement to us as Christians.
That answer was recorded live during a special Ask Ligonier event. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our next live event.